we go. I'll put everybody right there and do a little bit of adjustment here and we can get started. Hello. How are you? Well, as soon as we get this adjusted a little bit, we'll be able to actually do this. And we're going to pick a little girl. Stencil is the Pebble stencil. Oops, upside down. Is the Pebble stencil. It is hard plastic. They're pink. If you turn it on the back, it will show you everything that's on there. And they're a lot of fun. I like this one because it's fall. This stencil I got out of a book that I bought at St. Vinny's independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. This is the Stampin' Up! Tool. So you got a point there. What's nice is you can take it off like that, and that's for stickers. Believe it or not, that's for stickers. You put a little goo on it, and and then there's your poker, and you put it back in. You give it a little twist. This side here, give it a little, screw it in a bit. Embellishment. So we must come off the top. There we go. There's a good poke. Like so. See, coming along quite nicely, I'd say. And then you get the center out. That's why I love this thing, because it just gets in there nicely. See how that just pops out of there? I just love it. And then you can get the leaves off. And this leaf. There we go. And then this leaf. There we go. Oops, it tore, but that's okay. You can always put a piece of tape there. It says in the book, this is paper. This is like a waxy cardstock. If you get some varnish, it's liquid varnish for paper, and you coat it. I would coat it 3 times. That seems to work best. And then it becomes waterproof. And your inks won't penetrate it and ruin it. But there, before and after. It's a nice stencil. This is a border that I got out of a pack of paper, and we might be using this as a stencil. You can use pretty much anything as a stencil. Here's a cardboard. It's for going around it, and you get, that's Hello Kitty. This one's out of a book. It's Falling Snow, and it's a plastic. It's a real nice plastic. And she goes, "Oh, don't wash them. We're going to ink them up more." So I don't wash them anymore. They just stain anyhow. Here's one that I got at the store. It's real pretty. Right here, you can see my finger sticks through it. That's one I kind of ruined. I decided to use a stiffle brush on it, and it was too hard and tore out my rose. But I still have the other 3. Thin plastic, and it's extremely fragile, very fragile. This here is a card front. It was attached here to the paper, and then you would fold it and have your card base behind, like so, and it would, look like that. But I liked it so much, and it was too big for a card, so I decided to keep it, and it came out with Walmart. It's a very delicate. One of these days, I will do a series of videos how to stencil carefully, and what you can use and what you can't use. These are Tim Holtz stencils. You've got this one. And for some reason, my video's going nuts here. That just wants to just show my face. I have no idea why at the bottom. See if we can fix this. Okie dokie. Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to fix this. Nope. So I hope my many faces down here don't show up on the video. Okay. Anyway, you've got this Tim Holtz stencil. Pull it back a little bit, like this. Let's readjust it again. I'm sorry about that, folks. And then we have this stencil way back here. It seems that the only place I have that does decent videos is my living room. So we got to kind of hang in there, and I try to adjust the best I can. And right now my phone for some reason is vibrating and going bonkers. So let's see if we could raise this up a little bit and get away from vibration. Just fix it. I will be able to see it. Now all we have to do is move the box around. And hopefully you can see what I'm doing. There we go. You'll be able to see the paper now. There we go. So today what we're going to do is we're going to make our card base. We're going to fold it. And this is my cheat. Remember, I don't measure well. Yep, not even. Let's see if we get this even here. There we go. Get that good edge going right here. Get that crease going. Then we'll get my paper cutter that I actually got a blade for, believe it or not. So now I got my smaller one. So we're going to put this in here, and we're going to make a 4x6 card. So we'll put it here at the 4x6. Actually, no. We put it like this, the 4x6, like so. Cut it there. Actually, we're going to make it a little taller. There we go. Also, during this video, I'm going to show you how to layer your... So we're going to make a small card. See? There you go. Just a small little guy. I'm going to show you how to layer your pieces here so you don't have to have dimensionals or any type of other 3D type of embellishment. Sticker, actually sticky sticker. So once again, I'm gonna have to make a top for it. So we're gonna cheat a little bit here. Yeah, today I woke up quite late, and I've been doing a lot of big time cleaning in my craft room. And I had to find stuff that I just couldn't find because, well, when I'm tired late at night, I don't pick up. And then when I go to do a video, get ready for another video, I just throw stuff here, there, and everywhere. And then next thing I know, I can't find nothing. So I had to go in there, find the stuff I was missing. Oh yeah, that was like so much fun. And I decided, and every time I clean and go through stuff, I decided to rearrange everything. So I went through everything, rearranged everything, put my plants up high. Oh, by the way, I'll show everybody my avocado tree sometime, and it has 7 leaves now. And yes, I live in Oregon, and I've attempted to make an avocado tree. Okay, we got our top and our card. What we're going to do now is get our board. We're going to put the paper down, like so. And this is the easiest way to get your stencil to stay. And the stencil we are going to use today is this pretty little one. I think it would look excellent on a little baby card. Okay, so we're going to lay it down. We're going to grab our painter's tape. There we go. There's the edge. Grab our painter's tape, and we are going to tape this down. But first, you got to put it on your leg and kind of smooth it out so you don't ruin your stencil. I'm not too worried. And then you come up here and go right. You barely get the paper in there. But you got to get that stencil down so it doesn't move around. So I get it on the very thinnest edge of the paper underneath. But yet I make sure that stencil is held in one place. Because there's nothing worse than a moving stencil. I picked up some real pretty Stampin' Up! Ink. Please go to www.stampinup.com. Go to find my demonstrator. Put my name in, Karen LeManque, Springfield, Oregon. And click find. I'll come up, hit shop, and my online store's there. And all you have to do is go in, make an account, and look at all of our different inks. We have some that are new. We have some that have been around for ages because everybody loves them. On this card, we're going to use Stampin' Up! Smoky Slate. Right there. We're going to use Stampin' Up! Flirty Flamingo. These are very beautiful together. And this one's retired, but there is another purple that is just magnificent in our book right now and on my online store. It's a little shade darker than this, and it's very pretty. So they retired this one. That was Sweet Sugar Plum. Okay, what we're gonna get I'm out of daubers because I'm pretty famous about soaking them too long because you can wash them. And when I soaked them too long, well, did it too many times and they fell apart. Next time I'll be a little more careful. Next time I won't soak them. I'll get hot water, a little tiny bit of dish soap, and Dawn works the best for getting ink out of your whether you've got a Tim Holtz blender or you've got the daubers from Stampin' Up. Just a little bit of Dawn soap, a little bit of hot water, get it in there, squish it out, and it's nice. It's real nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our smoky slate. And we're just going to ink that up real good, like so. And we are going to get a piece of paper here that we don't care much about. We're going to stamp off a little bit. There we go, so it's not so thick. You don't want it real thick on your stencil. Now, with this stencil, normally with stencil, you just want to pat it in like this. Like so. But because I want it a little darker around, I pat it in, get a nice light coat. That's what we want, is a light coat. And then I want it darker around the edge. So I gently, not with a whole lot of pressure, you gently swirl your dauber in here. Your Stampin' Up! Dauber or whatever you use. If you don't have a dauber, us women usually always have makeup sponges around. Go grab you a makeup sponge. Cut it in half and go for it. They make really good blenders as well. But the best I've used is our Stampin' Up! Daubers. They are just wonderful. They hold ink well. They're really nice. Now, I'm not going to go all the way around with the dark. See the border? It's a little dark right here. Because we're going to put the flamingo down middle to bottom. So we'll tap in a little bit of gray real lightly. Like I said, through here, you don't want it dark. You just want a hint of gray. Just like so. Yeah, I woke up with a terrible migraine, and then from cleaning up my room, and like I said, I always have to go overboard and go through everything and reorganize. I have arthritis in my hands, so I kind of couldn't use my hands for the first 2.5 hours I was up, which really makes an ugly issue. Stamp off, go around just lightly. You don't want to go hard because this, after all, this is paper. And it won't stand up. It's cardstock under, the paper is cardstock, but it doesn't really hold up to abuse very well. Yeah, there we go. There. Now we got that in there. I think what we did there is just about right. And when I stencil, I don't like my color being uniform. I like there to be a variation in light and dark. That way, in some areas, you have a dark, little bit of touch of darkness with a touch of light, and it looks really neat. So now we're going to go in with our pink flamingo. Get that up there. Do the same thing, tap it off, and we're going to tap it in here. Definitely, these pads are very juicy. That's what makes them so wonderful. I'm a skeptic. I guess it's because I'm a single parent. My daughter's grown now, but I was a single parent. So I'd be careful of everything I bought. And I wanted to bring crafts into my daughter's life, into her world. Because I believe a hobby does make your life a lot easier and a lot easier to deal with. So I had to get good products, but I had to get the cheap ones. And then when I started making cards, I was working, and I was able to get the more little tiny bit more expensive stuff, like use a coupon and get the Tim Holtz inks. And I've always used Memento. I love Memento. They also have Memento Lux out there, and it's from Mixed Media, and it's just fantastic, but you've got to make sure you dry it. Because if you don't, it's going to go everywhere when you go to apply anything wet or whatever with it. So, when I had my first party 3 years ago, I was like, oh, that's expensive. No. And then I met Jason and decided, well, this is all the money I got here. I think I'll go ahead and make an order. I ordered a few things, and it's like, oh man, the quality is just unsurmountable. Especially the Whisper White thick cardstock. Jason sent me a couple of pieces to try. Oh, I love it. I am in love with that white cardstock. And he sent me a couple of pieces of the regular Whisper White. And I love it. I think it's wonderful. Totally wonderful. I'm definitely ordering some more. Okay, now, when you take we're done with our stencil. This is how it looks. Pull it back a little bit. Maybe you can see the colors. I don't think you can, but there, a little bit. There we go. You got the gray and the flamingo pink in there. Well, we're going to take the stencil off. So you got to gently just pull away, just ever so slightly. Just ever, because if you in a hurry and you just rip it off, you're going to destroy your stencil. There we go. Just gently, just kind of take it off of here. There, whoop. See, that's what I mean. It grabs it a little bit. There we go. Got that. Okay, this one's next. We'll just take this right on off. There we go. I like to reuse my tape if I can, so I always stick it on a table or wherever I'm working. There you go. You take it off. And this is what we have. Like this. There we go. See how pretty that is? Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. But I'm going to leave it on the board because it's a harder surface, and I do better with a harder surface. I lost the magnets in my stamping platform I was using, so I'm going to use a block today for the sentiment. So you got to bear with me. We're going to set this aside because I'm going to show everybody a nifty little trick. On the stamp set that we're using for the sentiment is called Family and Friends. Right there, Family and Friends with Stampin' Up. We're going to use a warm congratulations from all of us. We're going to use that. So what I'm thinking we might do is, I have a lot of scrap paper, and I know everybody ends up with a ton of scraps. I cut stuff out of those scraps, and I cut a lot of whatever, because I want to use it up, but I don't want to throw it away. So I cut these circles. I got that size. I've got that size. Another big one. I got these real pretty papered ones. I got hundreds of them over here. I got some off of cards that I did, like that's a Christmas bow. There's Santa's face. This one, remember the old spirograph? Well, I made this little guy. I thought he was just too adorable. What we're going to do is we're going to pick the round set, but we don't have any dimensionals, and you want to make it pop. So this is what you do. You grab a second, you grab 3 total, with the one on top, that gives you 4. And I like to include a piece of stiffer paper. So there's 4 right there. I'm going to set these aside. What you do is you get your runner tape. You want to grab the one that's the thickest first, and you put some tape on it. Like so. You line them up. There you go, you got one. Do the next one. Like so. I like to line them up from the back. It's easier for me. And you line it up. There you go. And you grab the last one. I know this is a lot thicker than the others, but that's good. That's real good. And you line it up. Okay. Now you've got, see? Real, see? It's real thick. And when you put it on your card, it's raised. It's raised, but it's not raised so high where it's going to bulk out your envelope. I don't like that. It drives me crazy. Another thing I'm going to show you is we are going to, I have a sheet of these right here. And we are going to cut out little Mr. Stork. And this paper is, it's not real thick, but it's not real thin. So you really, unless you want it to be a 3D type of thing, you really don't need to put glue. You would put the stork on cardstock, and then you cut around the stork, and you would do it 3 times. If, like I said, if you don't have any any dimensionals, Stampin' Up! Dimensionals, or 3D tape, or 3D dots, or whatever you use. It's a very simple way of achieving the same thing. So we're just going to get this Mr. Stork out here. And I use a fine pair of scissors because I find that they're easier. They work easier on something like this. They really do. A lot easier. And we're just going to get him going here. Okay, now I think I can safely trim around him and finish the detail cut. Oh yeah, here we go. There we go. There we are. Now cut these safety pins out of the way. Oh, there's Sammy, my kitty cat, wanting to come over here and be totally nosy. Hello, Sam. Samantha. Get off. Go on, get off. Ah. She likes to get in the middle of everything. She's a stinker. Next week, I'm going to pop out some more of those pieces out of some stencils I have, and I'm going to show everybody at home how they could take their Stampin' Up! Stamp set, the pieces from a stencil that you popped out, and make something totally awesome and really, really cool. Really cool. Like I said, anybody who knows me knows I don't like to waste anything. It bugs me. Bugs. Now I'm not going to bother to get rid of the paper between his legs. And the reason why I'm not going to do that is because we just stenciled on white paper, and it will be just fine when I go to adhere him onto my card front. He'll be totally fine. And as you notice, I tried to move my paper instead of my poor scissors here. I've seen other ladies do it, and it's a very difficult way to cut, but it's a lot easier when you get used to it. But I'm not exactly used to it, so I still move the old scissors from time to time. Okay, let me get that piece out of there. And get that piece out of his neck right there. Out of that piece of hair. Okay, now we got our stork. And we're going to put our stork right here. I'm going to have him sitting down here. Have him like that. I think he's totally adorable like that. Then we're going to cut out the little bear. This little bear right here, we're going to cut him out. And this is what the stork looks like after you cut him out. See? Isn't he adorable little guy? So I'm going to put him right down here. And then this little bear, he's just going to sit up top. Like he's peeking. He's going to sit just right on the embellishment. So that way he looks like he's holding it and he's kind of peeking over the top of our embellishment. But you don't want him thicker than your embellishment because then it won't go together easily and it won't look, you won't get the look that you're trying to achieve. You want it to look like he's actually holding it. So you actually want your circle to be 3D'd and not your bear. Yeah, we kind of get him in here like so. There, we got our bear. So we're going to put our sentiment, bring him down a little bit, like so. We're going to take our bear, put our bear like that. See how he just sits and his paws right there on the circle. So now we are going to want to put our sentiment on our circle. There's the stamp set. So what you want to do is you want to put it on your paper before you stamp it, so that way you know exactly where you want it. And there's not a lot of light here, so with my migraine, it's kind of hard to have light. Here's congratulations. And I believe this is the other one we want from all of us. It sure is. Oh, not bad. So we're going to bring our sentiment down like so, because we have our little bear paw and we want to adjust for that. And then you take your block, put it down over the top, ink it up real good because you only get one shot at this. You have to be careful not to over ink these because sometimes it's very easy to do. Well, we're going to have, yeah, I'll be all right. So we're going to want to go ahead and, whoops, don't want to do that. Congratulations is upside down. Not a good thing. Almost didn't do it right. There, we're going to ink that back up. That's another reason why I have my board here, my clipboard here. That way I can just, if I ink on it, it's really no big deal. I have a little bit too much ink. There we go. Whoops, come here, you. Get it right, like so. Kind of get down there. There we go. It says, from all of us, congratulations. Now, we are going to want this guy on here first. Actually, we're going to put our bear on first because the bear has to hold the disc. Put our bear like that. There we go. Pick up his paw. I think I need my tool here. Twist it off. I'll make sure I don't tear the paper. Yeah. There we go. Now I can gently pull it up. There, didn't tear nothing. I love this tool. Stuck to my paper. Yep, no tear. Oh, good. Okay, so get this in there. Right, so. And you got it on there. Little Bear is now holding it, just like this. Now we're going to put our stork on. There we go. Okay, get him on here. Like that. Then we want to take it and put it on our card. Get the tape on here. Get it all the way around. Sometimes your center will try to lift on you. So I always like to get a couple stabs in the center. Pull my card over. Line it up. Oh, got a little bit of adhesive right there. It rubs right off. Now, what you have to do to get the rest, we'll have to get a... there's still a little adhesive on here, but I have an eraser in the other room, and it'll just erase off. It's no problem. Next, we're going to put a really pretty Stampin' Up! Embellishment on it. And I think what we'll use is we'll put a butterfly there. And we'll put, we'll put a butterfly there. Let's see what we have here in our magic box. And also, we're going to put a little bow on it. And I decided it's a girl. So let's see, we got gray and we got pink. And I don't know where my pink ribbon went. I think I had some pink. Oh, I guess I don't have pink. Okay, we are going to use a color that goes with it. We're going to use the Calypso Coral right here. And we're going to make a bow. Like so. There we go. Make a bow. Ah, my fingers aren't working today. Probably because of my nasty migraine. Okay, here we go. Let's get this all the way around this time. Ah, success. What do you know? Yeah, my friend Jason sent this to me for me to kind of try out. And I think it's just marvelous. Totally marvelous. So let's see. Put it like that, but I think we need to make the bow just a hair bit smaller. There we go. We'll put it right there. We'll cut it. Cut it kind of an angle. Get just a tad bit of liquid glue. Put it right there. Oh, that's a nice little bead. I prefer the fine tip glues. Next week, I'm going to get some of the glue that Stampin' Up! Has that is a precision tip, which is pretty much the same thing, but it comes out better. I've seen it used, and it's a better glue. I like how it comes out. And then when this dries, man, baby. There we go. That's it today. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, we didn't get our butterfly. We can't go yet. My mistake. My mistake. So we're going to get some of this tape right across this butterfly. And we're going to put it right here and bring back our bow don't want to stay. So we're going to do the next best thing. This is a little trick. If your bow don't want to stay, get it the right way, of course. Hey, use a little snail. Little snail goes a long way. Trim this little part again. There we are, our card for today. Thank you for stamping with me today. I hope you enjoyed our stencil, and I hope you enjoyed our class. Hit that notification, give me a thumbs up, hit that bell so you know when I'm online.